It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. First down at Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First and 10, Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Derek Barnett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you get a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give it to Swift, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
This Philly offense set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It did lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. The 20. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
From the red zone now, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
In 3 at the Lions' 8-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And Perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Again, it's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench. And
that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Forced out to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Don't stop that moment. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one. Because
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Going for the deep ball, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? So they will go for it. Stafford
That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing again is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 7.
Another run here with Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 37 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 35, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 53 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 75 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Lions 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. They have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, 26 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, the 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 49, Lions 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 27. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Tracy Walker in on the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st down, Detroit.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the